G'day, Eric Bakker, naturopath, author of Candida Crusher. Doing a video today on sugar and yeast infection, on why Candida likes sugar, wants sugar and needs sugar, and what you need to do about this if you want to beat this thing permanently. So let's get one thing clear. Candida needs sugar to thrive and survive and multiply. It loves glucose, fructose and sucrose. It loves those sugars. And in fact, those sugars are indispensable to allow the yeast to form into its filamentous form. We call yeast a dimorphic organism. It can change. You've probably read this in my book, Candida Crusher. It can change quite easily from a cellular form into a filamentous form with hyphae, with lots of little strands on it. A lot of people falsely believe that these strands actually cause leaky gut syndrome. I don't believe that to be the case. Leaky gut syndrome, I'll do on other videos, is caused by many other mechanisms and lifestyle habits that the person has. But however, when a person has leaky gut, it's very easy for this yeast to translocate and get outside of the gut into various parts of the body. So yeast really needs sugars. And when you look at your diet's loaded with sugar. Everybody eats sugar. The typical American now, we believe to have 30 teaspoons of sugar a day. 30 teaspoons, that's a lot of sugar. Sugar is in just about everything. A couple of common foods and drinks which contain sugar you may not be aware of: sports drinks, yogurts, pasta sauces, of course all ice creams contain sugar, chewing gum, toothpaste. Lots of things now that you take into your diet contain sugar. And the big enemy today is high fructose corn syrup, which is about a third of the price of white sugar. It's crazy, but people put this stuff into everything these days. So you want to carefully look at your diet and take out these forms of sugar, in particular of those foods and beverages I mentioned, because these are the things that allow Candida to take off. So when you restrict sugars in your diet, you're restricting the ability of yeast to grow, proliferate, and change into its more virulent form. So it's very important for you, therefore, to restrict as many forms of sugar as you can. Alcohol, full of sugar. And you look at a lot of carbohydrate foods, which contain quite an amazing amount of sugar as well. And for this reason, for the first few weeks, I restrict the high starchy carbohydrates from people's diets. Sweet potatoes, beets, these sorts of foods, they contain quite a bit of sugar. Pumpkin, squash, you think about it. When people are restricted in their diet with carbos, they generally jump onto the high starchy carbos. And a lot of people love French fries, for example, and chips and potatoes, and these are very starchy sweet foods. So these need to be restricted. So it's very important for you to restrict sugars in your diet, particularly for the first 4 months, if you really want to reduce the growth and spread of Candida through the body. After that, we can liberalize a bit more and slowly add some more natural sugars back into the diet. But we first need to get the population under control and stop the spread. And we need to stop the translocation, and particularly the changing from the normal cellular form into the fungal or the more virulent form of Candida we spoke about. So I hope this video is a benefit for you. So come back and check out my other video clips on high fructose corn syrup and other particular vegetable starches I'll be speaking about. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please have a look at yeastinfection.org, a website I helped to set up which contains the internet's best information you can find on yeast infection. Thanks for your time.